Howdy and welcome back to the channel. I am Country Boy and I put the sass in sarsaparilla, and this is Whatcha Figure. Today we're opening up another TMNT crossed with Universal Monsters figure. It's the one I've been wanting for a while. It took me a while to get this one. I don't know why. I got my Raphael, my Leonardo, my Michelangelo, my April O'Neil, my Casey Jones. I got them all pretty quickly. But then this one took me quite a while. I don't know why. And I wanted him so bad. Who am I talking about? Donatello as the Invisible Man. This guy, he looks really cool. I love the idea of him being the Invisible Man because they've all got the cool looks to them, all the different Universal monsters and the TMNT cross with them and whatnot. But Donatello as Invisible Monster, that's just a really cool idea. I love that idea. It's the aesthetic of it, and everything looks just so cool. It's just so cool. I can't say cool enough. So I guess, without further ado, let's get to looking at the packaging. All right, and so here we have the ultimate action figure of Donatello as the Invisible Man. In the box, as you can see, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossed with the Universal Monsters. And this is a pretty cool painting or drawing, if you will, piece of art. It's not the actual figure itself. It is what the figure looks like, but this is, it's pretty cool art that they do. Whoever it is that works on the team for NECA, they do this for every box. Always looks really cool. That's the front. We'll go to the side here, and it's the same image down there, just a little bit smaller, plus it says the same stuff, and then NECA and Real Toys. And on the back, a bunch of images of the figure itself, and you can read all that stuff if you like to. Go ahead and pause here. You'll never see him coming, literally see, because he's invisible, right? So these are all the things he comes with and whatnot. So that's pretty cool. I like all the purple, really cool. And then these are also other figures in the line that we have opened on this channel, because I do have these guys. I got Michelangelo as the Mummy. I've got Leonardo as the Hunchback. I've got Raphael as Frankenstein. And I've got April O'Neil as the Bride of Frankenstein. I've also got Casey Jones as well, too, if you haven't seen that one. But that's going to do it for the sides. And then let's go to the top here. Let's see. It says, choking hazard, small parts, not for children under 3 years of age. Also, age is 14 and up. So a little bit of mixture of telling you what to do here. And then on the bottom there, give the credit all the people that are responsible for this. So pretty cool. And then all the things that he comes with as well, too. If you don't want to wait to see what's inside, go ahead and read what that says right there. Let's go ahead and open it up, because that's what NECA Ultimates do. They open up, and look at that. Pretty cool image of the figure right there. But why look at that when you can look at the actual figure itself? Pretty sweet. I'm liking the way this looks. Really cool. Nice and purple. I guess there's nothing left to do but to get into the packaging. Alrighty, and here we have Donatello as the Invisible Man out of the packaging. And he comes with so many accessories. Oh my goodness. I almost feel ripped off with my Raphael as the Frankenstein's monster, because he didn't come with anything really extra other than his size that he uses. I mean, so that's not really anything extra. He kind of needs those. That's his character. But anyways, with Donatello, man, I'll get through the accessories quick as I can. So there's obviously there's 6 other pairs of gloved hands, and then there's 2 other hands that are kind of invisible. He comes with 2 gloved hands right now, kind of fisted. So I'll look at these ones up close. This one's a pointing hand. And you can see it's got 2 different colors going on. It's got like the black glove with a bit of a gray on the back. It looks really well done. And then there's this one as well too, which is kind of a grabbing hand, probably for holding his bow staff or something, or maybe even one of his other accessories here. And then there's other 2 hands here. There's this one here. It's kind of obviously for holding something else too, maybe like the book or whatnot. Then this hand here, which is kind of like clawing or reaching out or something like that. It doesn't look any worse than the other ones. Looks pretty awesome. They all look really well done. There's a lot of hands here. Another gripping hand. I don't know if it's much different than the other one. I guess it's a little smaller than that gripping hand. And then there's this other gripping hand for also holding something. It's very similar to this one. I don't know what the difference between these 2 are, but yeah. So those are all your gloved hands, other than the ones that are already on him. And then these 2 other ones. This is a open hand, invisible, if you will, or see-through, translucent. And then this is also for gripping as well too on this side. So yeah, really cool detail. Like they even have like the fingernails. If you can get in really close there, it's kind of hard to see, but he's got like the fingernails on the translucent ones. The gloved ones, obviously you won't see fingernails, but then we'll go into the feet. He's also got extra feet. So he's got wrapped feet right there, but if you don't want to have wrapped feet, you could have the fully translucent invisible feet right here. So that's really cool. Again, got the toenails going on there. Really, really cool. That's some extra accessories. They really didn't need to do all that. Then he's also got this cup, like an elixir, or this is probably what he drinks to make himself invisible, I'm assuming. And then let's go down the line here. He's got this stethoscope? No, microscope. What am I doing? Yeah, I don't know science. This is a microscope. So I guess obviously for seeing what kind of experiments he needs to do, he's able to put the thing under there, what you call it, the petri, look underneath, see it up close, what a microscope does. And then he's got an extra head here. So this is, it might be a little bit weird to some people because it's got like the hairs poking out, but that's obviously a callback to the original movie of the Invisible Man, because he would wear a fake wig so that he would have pretend hair sticking out as well too. So that's the idea here. And then you can also see inside here that there's nothing actually inside there to make it look like it's very translucent or invisible inside. So that's one way you can do it. Obviously they also done the other route where they had the actual translucent material. So yeah, you can see inside there. It's just a bunch of wrapping and hollow inside. And then we'll go over to this side here. He comes with this book. It says TGRI, which is obviously from the Ninja Turtles movie, because TCRI would be from the comics and the TV shows, from what I recall anyways. So TGRI, so this is more of a movie version of the Turtles is what they're going with here. A really cool looking book. It's got a little clasp there. Got some, some metal edges, and yeah, just really good detail. NECA doesn't skimp out on the detail. And then this wicked hat. Oh man, this hat. As soon as I opened it up and I grabbed this hat, I was like, oh, this feels so cool. This feels like a real hat. Sort of. Anyway, it's more of a rubbery plastic, but it just looks cool. It's definitely going to go on him at some point. But I guess the last accessory, not to be counted out, is his weapon. It is his bow staff. It is Donatello's. He's got to have his bow staff. Which, a little bit disappointing is that it doesn't really include anything about his invisible character. I guess the wrapping, you could say, is kind of reminiscent of his invisible character, but like all the other characters, like Raphael's size kind of had like those Tesla coil look to it with like the lightning bolts, and then even like Michelangelo's nunchucks had like what do you call it? It was kind of like Egyptian hieroglyphic sort of symbol on the ends. They all kind of had something like that. Whereas this is kind of more similar to his actual weapons that Donatello would actually use in all the movies and TV shows and whatnot. So let's look at the figure itself. Looking really freaking awesome. The detail is just, second to none. They do an awesome job, NECA. Like, look at the goggles he's got on here. Got a little bit of purple. If you can't tell, that is like a dark purple. So totally works for Donatello. Cool goggles. And you can remove these if you want to. You take these off and look inside. He actually has like a translucent plastic inside. I'm surprised they didn't go with like this route here and have nothing. But that works all right, I guess too. But I'll put the goggles back on. That's pretty cool. And then he's also got like that purple kind of wrap inside there, inside of his coat. And then this gray coat itself is really cool looking, really awesome. And then he's got obviously the black gloves like I kind of showed earlier, and fists. These are the fisted hands that he has. And then he's got his knee pads. He's got the blue pants with the cuffs at the bottom. And then he's got wrapping on his feet, but not fully wrapped. As you can see, you can still sort of see through his toes. He's got his toes sticking out. So he's a turtle in that way. But then one of the coolest things about this thing, if you turn him around and look at the back, is his shell. His shell's sticking out. So you can see through his shell, and I guess you can see, I don't know if he's storing these pizzas in his shell, if that's what the idea is, or if he ate these pizzas whole and you can see through him. I'm not too sure what the idea is, but it's a really cool idea. Definitely a turtle. He eats pizza all the time. Really sweet. I love this leathery looking belt going around him. So cool. This guy just has so much detail. Just immaculate. I cannot say enough about this character, enough about this figure. This line always looks good. But you know what? I'm going to do some comparing with some other figures in this line, so we'll see how they kind of fare with him as well too. So stay tuned for that. Whoops, and all that commotion, I think I may have forgotten to do articulation for Donatello. Well, let's take a quick look here while we're at it. His head goes back about that far, forward about that far, and then side to side. Not too bad. It's decent. It spins around all the way. Look at that. It goes all the way around. Not too bad. And then his arms go up like so, about 90 degrees or so. And then the joints and the elbow, I believe they're double jointed, but they are hindered a bit, so that's as far as you're going to get them to go. And then their wrists, they rotate all the way around there. They go back, and then they go forward. And that's what you get with the arms. And then he does have some sort of, I guess abdomen crunch or waist crunch or something in there. It's not too good though, because it's obviously he's a turtle, so he can only have so much movement, and he's got this big old trench coat as well too. So yeah, it's there, but it's very slight. It's not crazy. Like, that's what you get pretty much. And then I guess for the knees, also again hindered by the trench coat, which, don't get me wrong, is really cool. I like the way this thing looks. It's awesome, but it does get in the way. So your knees are gonna go about as good as that is pretty much all I can get because of the trench coat. And same with like doing the splits. You can't really do the splits because of that. But the feet, let's see, we can go down, do ballerina pose, look at that. And then all the way up, that's as far as it goes up. And they got good ankle rocker as well to side, which is pretty darn good if you ask me. So that's going to do it for articulation. I guess next up we will do some comparisons. So stay tuned for that. And so for first couple of comparisons, I thought I'd throw in some of the obvious ones, which is Universal Monsters' Invisible Man from NECA as well. So obviously you could see where they got the idea with the goggles and the wrappings and even the wig with the hair coming out and the little elixir that he holds. That's totally what the idea is for this guy. So it's kind of a blend of this guy mixed with this guy right here, Donatello from the movies, the 1990 movies to be specific. So that's kind of what it is. Like, if you put this guy and this guy together, boom, you get that guy. And it works really well. I think it's an awesome figure. So I'll do some other comparing with other figures in this line specifically. So first off, we'll do the big guy himself, Raphael, as the monster, as Frankenstein's monster. And good, he's definitely stands much taller than him, which he should be. And it fits in really well. I'm just loving the detail on all of these guys. So good. And then we'll toss in Leonardo, who is the Hunchback. And he, again, looks just really cool. He definitely fits in with all of these guys. Totally cool. Next up, I will throw in this guy right here, Michelangelo as the Mummy, and again, just so cool. More wrappings. Obviously, you can see that this guy's got a little more wrappings than that guy, and it's a slightly different type. But that's how it kind of works. It works kind of cool that way. And then here we got April O'Neil as Frankenstein's Bride of Frankenstein, I should say, looking really awesome. And then last but not least, the one that I have in the line as well is Casey Jones as the Phantom. And again, they all look so cool. I'm not disappointed with any of these guys. They all look so freaking awesome. Let's turn your head a little bit there, Casey Jones. Boom, so you're looking at the camera. There you go. Yeah, so this is a really awesome line. I'm really happy with all of them so far. I still have one more to open, which is Master Splinter as Van Helsing. And I can't wait to get to that one because I know it's just going to be knocked out of the park just like these ones all are. So if you like what you see here, check me out on other platforms like Twitter and Twitch and PSN and Instagram as well. I'm CountryBoy9 with an underscore in there somewheres. I'm also on YouTube with another channel of with my friends called Wasted Opinions. We just talk random stuff. We have a lot of fun doing it. And yeah, you'll love those guys. They're awesome. So I guess that's going to do it for this opening. Stay tuned for my next one where I'll probably open up Master Splinter. All right, have a good one. Bye-bye. Stay green.
And don't forget to check me out on Twitter, PSN, Twitch, and YouTube at countryboy9. That's with an underscore. Thanks for watching.